Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The research topic that I am going to discuss today is the production of gallic acid under solid state fermentation by utilizing the waste from food processing industries. My name is Dr. Shagupta Saeed, and presently I am working as an assistant professor in the Institute of Biochemistry and Biotechnology, UAS, Lahore. Starting from the introduction of gallic acid, it is basically a phytochemical compound that is present in various parts of plants as secondary metabolite. Gallic acid is colorless, odorless, slightly yellow or crystalline powder. Its chemical and molecular formula is enlisted here, and the melting point is 252 degrees centigrade. It has some of the major applications in the pharmaceutical industry as an antioxidant agent, antibacterial, anti-cancer, and the precursor of antibacterial drug trimethoprim. In food industry, it is used as a food preservative. It is also used in the preparation of high-grade leather tanning, in the manufacture of inks, paints, and the color developer. Basically, gallic acid is produced by hydrolyzing the tannin either by acid hydrolysis or the enzymatic hydrolysis. Some microorganisms have the enzyme called as tannase that helps to convert the gallic acid, tannic acid into the gallic acid. And these tannins are naturally occurring water-soluble polyphenols that are present in various parts of the plants as secondary metabolites like in wood, bark, leaves, peels, seeds, fruits, and the galls. And this slide shows the different microorganisms that are involved in the production of tannase and the gallic acid. For example, in case of bacteria, Bacillus, Corynebacterium, Lactobacillus. In case of yeast, Candida, Ampicia. Fungus include Aspergillus, Fusarium, Trichoderma, and the Penicillium. What's the actual problem is? The actual problem is that commercial production of gallic acid by chemical hydrolysis of tannic acid is unfavorable due to the poor yield, high cost of discharge of lethal effluent that cause the environmental pollution. So by keeping this in mind, as tannic acid is expensive, and there is also a problem of discarding the food waste that causes the major environmental problem. We have designed the study with the hypothesis that fruit waste have the potential to be used as a substrate for production of gallic acid by solid state fermentation. These are the objectives of the study: to evaluate the potential of fruit waste rich in tannic acid for the production of gallic acid by solid state fermentation using Aspergillus niger, and then the optimization of the physiochemical parameters for the hyperproduction. These are the material method of my study. First of all, the Aspergillus niger was obtained from first culture bank of Pakistan, University of the Punjab. Then it was maintained on the Sabarod dextrose agar and preserved at 4 degrees centigrade until further use. For the preparation of spore suspension or the inoculum, 10 ml of 0.9% sodium chloride solution was added to a fully sporulated fungal culture. The spores were dislodged using a sterile inoculating loop and diluted up to 3 into 10 raised to power 7 spores per ml. And this was used as inoculum for the fermentation studies. These are the different substrates that were used in the study. Different fruit byproducts were used. Fruit peels include that of the banana, pomegranate, mango, and the apple. And the fruit seeds include that of the jamun, apple, mango, and the tamarind. And these were collected from the local fruit market, local food processing industries. The peels and the seeds of the fruit were dried and then ground to the fine powder. This powder was stored at room temperature and used as a source of tannic acid for solid state fermentation. First step was to estimate the tannin content of this substrate to see whether it have the potential to be used as a substrate. For this method, 5 grams of the dried powder of the substrate was added in 70% of the methanol and placed at 4 degrees centigrade for 24 hours. Then 1 ml of each substrate extract was taken in the test tube. 3 ml of bovine serum albumin was added, left at the room temperature, centrifuged. Then pellets were dissolved in 3 ml of STS, triethanol amine, incubated. And then the absorbance was taken at 520 nanometer after addition of ferric chloride 1 ml solution. And the comparison was made with that of the known standard of the tannic acid. And then gallic acid production was done by taking 5 gram of each of these substrate as shown in the previous slide was taken. And then it was mixed with the basil media, and the substrate water ratio was adjusted at 1:2, pH 4 was maintained, and then it was autoclaved for 15 minutes at 121 degrees centigrade, inoculated with an 1 ml of the inoculum, and incubated at 30 degrees centigrade for 72 hours. Then the substrate that gave the highest yield of the gallic acid was selected for further optimization process. These were different physical chemical parameters that were optimized in the study by selecting the substrate that gave the highest yield, like substrate water ratio 1:1 to 1:4, and then the effect of incubation time from 24 to 120 hours, effect of inoculum volume 1 ml to 5 ml, effect of pH from 4 to 8, and effect of temperature from 30 to 70 degrees centigrade. Effect of addition of carbohydrates was also checked by taking 0.2% glucose, fructose, sucrose, and starch. Then effect of addition of nitrogen source on the production of gallic acid was also checked by adding ammonium chloride, sodium nitrate, casein, urea, and peptone as a nitrogen source at the concentration of 0.2%. For the extraction of gallic acid, after fermentation, 50 ml of distilled water was added, and it was mixed thoroughly on sugar at 150 rpm for 10 minutes. Then the mixture was filtered to remove the gallic acid and preserved at 4 degrees centigrade. Then gallic acid was estimated by spectrophotometric method using methanolic rhodamine at 520 nanometer. For the crystallization of gallic acid at the final stage, Soxhlet method was used by, and the fermented sample was extracted with 70% ethanol in the Soxhlet apparatus for up till 60 hours. Then it was further filtered, and the solvent was removed by using the rotary evaporator at 50 degrees centigrade. For estimation of the purity of gallic acid, first of all, the identification was done by using FTIR, and the standard of sigma Aldrich was used. And to determine the purity, HPLC method was used. All the experiments were run in duplicates and analyzed by one-way ANOVA on SPSS software. These are the results of the study. Figure 1 shows the growth of Aspergillus niger on Encephalotes dextrose agar plates. And this picture shows the tannin content of the food byproducts. You can see that the highest tannin content was present in the jamun seeds, also called as black plum seeds. And this is the first figure that shows the selection of best substrate for gallic acid biosynthesis. And you can see that jamun seeds produce the highest amount of gallic acid because it contained the highest amount of substrate, that is tannic acid. And it was used in the further study for the optimization process. And the first parameter that was optimized was substrate water ratio, and the highest amount of gallic acid was reported at 1:3. As concerned with the incubation period, the highest amount is observed at 96 hours. Then effect of inoculum at 2 ml. At pH of 5, because it's a fungal strain and grows best at the pH of 5. As concerned with the optimization of incubation temperature, 30 degrees centigrade was most favorable. The effect of addition of different carbo sources was also checked, and it showed that in comparison to control, glucose enhanced the production to 13.81 milligram per gram of the substrate. Nitrogen sources had the negative effect on the production. These are the crystals of the gallic acid that were obtained after rotary evaporator through the Soxhlet apparatus. FTIR spectrum of the standard as well as the sample, and it is very clear that the sample have showed the same peak pattern as that of the standard. The HPLC chromatogram indicated that the sample was 98% pure in comparison to the standard. At the end, the conclusion is that potential of food waste to be used as tannin source for the production of gallic acid was explored. Production of gallic acid by Aspergillus niger was achieved using the jamun waste as a substrate, which is inexpensive, economical, and is easily accessible as agriculture and food residue. The highest yield, that is 13.85 milligram per gram of gallic acid, was attained under optimum conditions, that is 1:3 substrate water ratio, pH 5, at 30 degrees centigrade and 96 hours of incubation period. These were the references of the study. Thanks for your attention. And in case of any questions, you're free to ask. At the end, I would also like to thank the organizing committee for giving me a chance to present my results.